Hi there, it's Patmos and nice of you to join me for a brand new series with Ostriv, and we'll jump straight into it. We're going to start a new game. This time I would like to play on map 7, and I'll show you why. Here we are, this is map 7. I'll rotate it a bit to accommodate how I want to see it. Now, as you can see here on the minimap, we have this big piece of land here. We have a smaller piece of land right here on this side of the river, and we have one down here. And what I would like to do this time is basically, our goal for this series is just to have fun building a nice town, but we're going to build alongside the river and build a lot of bridges, etc., just to incorporate the river into our little town. Now, of course, this could be a good starting area. This is where you start when you enter this map, but I've chosen this area to be our starting position. So all we have to do now is start setting everything up, and then we can get going. So we'll build the base camp, set up all the structures that we need. So for instance, this forestry, that's one of the things we need. So let's build it right there. Of course, we need a clay pit, which needs to be built at this point. So that's very interesting. They actually need to build that. And we need 9 houses. Now what I like to do is start off with a few blocks of houses. But later on, I don't want to use the block or grid structure, but also use free forming in our housing. Alright, 6 houses, 7, 8, 9. So now we have 9 houses, so that should do the trick. Of course, we need some extra industries as well, so we need a smithy, for instance, later on. So let's build that. Along with the smithy, we need 2 charcoal piles, so let's build those. And of course, we need a thatchery. But we don't need the smithy and the thatchery before all our 9 houses are built. So this is the right order. I want to do the thatchery first. And I'd say let's get time going. But before we go, we have 9 adult men, 9 adult women. So we'll put them all into the building business. Speed 3. And now they can start working on this forestry, which will be great. So yeah, let's see if they can do a good job and finish it. They should be able to. At least I hope they will. They're really busy building this, so let's hope everything goes well. And we can start to produce some extra wood to finish these houses. We do have everything we need except the wood and clay, so that's why you need to build the forestry and the clay pit first, and after that you can do everything else. Now it appears all resources are collected, so that's good. That's actually working. So yeah, there they go. Now what I would like to do, and I'll pause the game for a second, we want to get all these in full stock so that we have plenty to spare. So we are going to start with 4 workers. Now, as you can see here, we have 1 guy looking for a job, so we need to get rid of 3 guys here to actually get 4 into the forestry. Now, of course, that means that building time will increase a bit because we have fewer builders, but I think it's worth it because they will get a lot of wood and a lot of logs going. And as soon as the storage is full, we have all the wood, all the logs that we need, I'll get 2 guys out because then they can keep up with all the building. But for now, I think it's good to get as much wood as you can, and with 4 guys in, they can get 2 logs at one go. You can see the women are already filling the charcoal piles, which is also very good. We need them later on anyway. And the women don't do anything else yet, so it's good for them that they use their time wisely. But yeah, we are already getting the wood we need. This is being built pretty quickly still. But I want to see a big pile of logs here so that we have plenty of wood to spare for all the buildings, and then I'll get 2 people out and have them do some building tasks. Alright, they're really busy. This one is getting there. Just a bit more and it's full. Yeah, last bit's coming in. Then this one. And then that should be fine. We still have plenty of wood to do. Well, they're already finishing this house and we almost have enough wood to finish the next house, so that's good. And when all the firewood is in... Oh yeah, they're getting it. And after that, all the wood, yeah, that's it. So now all they need to do is fill out the, I don't know, I can't think of the word right now. Fill the stockpiles with all of this. We already have enough wood for the next house, so that's a good thing. And yeah, let's make sure that we have enough wood, enough logs to keep running for a while. First house is done. That's excellent. It's just start of April. So we should be able to get all the houses. Alright, they are now producing a lot of wood. We should have sufficient wood for 3 houses now. This one has all the wood it needs. And yeah, 4,600. So yeah, that's good. We have all the wood in store. So that's filled. All they need to do now is make sure that we have all of the firewood and then just get the logs in and we'll be done. Yep, 5,000 firewood coming in. So all they need to do now is bring in a few logs that we have some in stock, that as soon as they get new wood, all they need to do is get 1 or 2 trees down or from the stock and turn them into wood. And then if you only have 2 people in there, they can easily keep up. Well, this is being built nicely. 3 logs in store, 1 extra coming in. There's still 1 lying there, so you can see they're going pretty fast now. Target is 12, and they're bringing them in fast. 7. There's number 8 coming in. Only 4 more. And we have everything we need in store. Already adding the roofing here. So this house should be done. Yep, perfect. Well, 10 logs available. 1 more coming in. If they do it right. Yeah, there's the second one as well. So we can get these 2 guys out. Add them to the building crew. And now building will go a lot faster. And we have what we need in store. So that's good. They still had time to sow the fields. That's nice. They'll produce a bit of food. Also a thing we desperately need in the beginning. So that's working. Alright, so our little town starts here. Then later on we will move through this area and build alongside the river. Of course also keep room for fishermen, etc. But just change it out a bit. Fishermen here and there, and then a few houses in between. Keep them close to where they work. And hopefully soon we can get to cross the river. And yeah, build a nice town that lives naturally with the river. Alright, here we go, and another village house being built. It's going quickly with 6 builders now. Yep. Well, it's half May. This house is nearing completion, so... Well, I think we started the 1st of March. So in 2.5 months we got the forestry, clay pit and 3 houses. With plenty of wood in store now. And 6 builders again, so... I think they'll manage it to finish in time before winter. These even get to sow, so we have 3 farms producing their own food. And here this is coming in. Now you can see they have all the logs they need, they have the firewood they need, and they have the wood they need, and they can now keep up with the wood production. You can even get 1 or 2 out and hire them as extra builders. So if you have, you can have 1 extra builder. So if you are really struggling, just get 1 out for a while. Make sure that he can help out building. I'll show you, we'll just do that for now. We'll get the guy out. He can help there. Probably means that after 1 or 2 extra houses we need to switch back because they need to get some new logs in. But for now this works. And with the extra builder things will go faster. That's basically what you have to play with if you start. Make sure that you use your labor force wisely. So now that we have all the resources we need, use them all as builders. If you don't have the resources you need, use most of them for the resources. You'll benefit for that in the longer run, as we are right now. So, alright, next house coming in. The roof on. There we go. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to go. Should be done somewhere in October. Now, of course, it's going to tell us that it doesn't have the man to chop down a tree, but we still have 11 trees to be that are already chopped down that they can work on. So that's not an issue. And we still have plenty of wood to build 2 more homes before we need to put one worker back and put him in there. So let's just... This is fine for now. Nothing to worry about. Well, they just need to get a little bit more stuff. But this is the good thing. While they are getting the stuff and completing this, they still can keep working because they have the resources that they need. Now, of course, we're not going to think about beautifications for this town yet. We will do that later. First of all, we need to get this village going, survive the winter, start attracting new immigrants, and after that we can think about beautifications and making this town look nice. So don't waste any time on that. Perfect, they have everything. All they need to do now is finish the house. Well, that's just one guy working, but that's the good thing. He keeps working, and after others had a rest, they come in as well and start working. So there's 3 guys working now, 4, which makes things go really quick. And before the end of June, we finished another house. Now that's perfect. Only 4 more to go. So it should probably be somewhere September and we should be already done. Which is excellent. And this one guy can keep up with the logs to make sure that we have plenty of wood. So right now we don't need to even switch back one of these builders to the forestry. We can wait until all the houses are done probably. And only then it's time to switch him back. That's early enough. And of course that's good news. That means that our houses are being built as quickly as we can. Well, I guess we should do some planning ahead, because one of the things we need is a farm for the start of the winter. Now there's not a lot of room here, of course, for farming, but well, we'll have to place one. We can always get rid of it later on if we really need to. So let's just think ahead and see where we should place the farm and where we can put the fields down. Then now I really would like to put the farm somewhere here so we can have the fields here, but I don't know if there will be plenty of room for 3 big fields. So perhaps it might be best to just place the farm somewhere here and then try and get the fields going. And if it doesn't fit, we can always get like 1, 2 and on a field here. Just for starters. We will get rid of them later on, but for now we just need that farm up during this winter to make sure we get food production going next year. That's why I'm setting that up. Alright, what we also can do, I'm not sure, no, we're not going to build hay stacks yet, hay dryers, because we don't really need them. So there's a thing, you can produce broadcloth from wool, and of course sheep is a new addition to this game, which I'm really curious about. So I'm not going to read this out loud, of course, but yeah, that's one of the things we're going to try out, get some sheep going. For now, 6 houses out of 9 are done, so we're 2/3 on the way. And the 7th house is almost halfway done, so that's looking nice. Almost all the goods they need are there. How much thatch do we have left? 1,000. This needs 420, this also, so we have enough thatch. That works. Of course, these will all go away then, so we have more room for farming fields. I think it's time to place a few houses, or a few benches, I'm sorry, to accommodate the people sitting there. And that means that later on we can also remove that. I don't want to keep that. I mean, it's not really town-like to have a open fire somewhere there that I don't really want, so let's demolish it, get rid of it. They can sit on the bench if they want to. Let's get rid of the campfire. Of course, we need new water wells to accommodate the people. We can place them anywhere we want, so that's fine. Just make sure that they can all have a drink. Well, this looks good. It's half August. And the 8th house is being built. So yeah, somewhere in September we should have all the housing. Now if you have problems getting all the housing before the winter, just try and copy this. So load up a new game, pause the game, build the forestry in the clay pit, then put down 9 houses and do it like this. And in my opinion it always works because I've done this a lot of times and I never had a problem getting the 9 houses. Well, of course, when I started this game I had a problem, but then I just kept trying to see what ways work, and well, for me this is the best way that works. But don't get into other buildings because you don't need to, so just make sure that you do this and you will always get 9 houses in time. And then don't worry about food too much because they can go quite a while with the food they have. I mean, you can see here, they have quite a lot of food and drinks, so don't worry about it. You'll be fine. And especially these 3 will grow food this year, so they'll have plenty anyway. And all you have to do then is make sure that probably at some point get a market and a granary going and make sure that you can redistribute some of the food they grow. But even that's not really necessary because after the first year you'll have a working farm. And we will build the farm as soon as we can. They will start sowing spring next year, so year 2. Then they will harvest in the autumn of year 2, and that should be plenty of time, or your people should have plenty of food to survive until then. So don't worry about food. You should worry about money first because you can run out if you don't do something about that. So we need to either redo the economy in our town hall, or we need to get exporting some stuff. Both are still a little bit out, so we'll have to manage until then. Perfect, this will all be done. And yeah, it's halfway September. I like it. Let's build a few more benches, and after that it's fine. 1, 2, 3. Now, as you know, we don't have a house to spare yet, but why build one? Because we won't be attracting any families soon. As soon as we start to attract new families, and we need to get a market, housing available, and jobs available, as soon as we do that, we can actually start to build extra housing. But right now we don't need it. Alright, we have a thatchery. Let's get 4 women in. Let's get them working. Now what I would like to do is get at least 1 guy out of here and put him in here so they can get new logs and keep up with production. Then of course we also need to put people in the smithy, and then it's time to start working on the farm. And I think I want to get a town hall pretty quickly now to manage the economy. I'm just not sure where to place it. I think we should place it somewhere near the water. And give it a nice special place. Somewhere, I think, here. Because we need a town hall to work the economy. And of course it would be nice if the town hall looks over the area from the river. So let's give it a nice big garden. I'm not sure this is completely straight, but we can always change that later on. Here we go. Perfect. Let's build an arch here. There. A big arch, because it's, well, kind of a big building that we really need. So yeah, let's build the arch. Attach the fences. Alright, that's 1. That's 2. Alright, this is going to be a nice spot where we will have our... Alright, let's get rid of it, because I have to replace it, I see. To make sure that it's kinda in the middle of this area. Rotate it a bit. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Well, this works. Let's get someone in the smithy. 2 people to be precise. So let's get 2 out of here. We still have 4 builders, which is plenty. 3 can gather all the stuff that we need. And the 4th can already start building. And then it's time to help our economy a bit, which we can do, for instance, by building a cart shed. So that we have extra carts going. We'll build one right here. And we'll build one right there. And to make carts and to maintain them, we also need a carpenter. So let's get working on that. Alright. So this will be something of an industrial street. Yeah, we need thatch, but they're getting it here. Let's hope they can get a lot of thatch before winter hits. We still need... Oh, they still have plenty to do some building, but we just need 910 more. Well, the thatch is coming in, so that's okay. So if you have plenty of time like I have, you could change the thatchery and build it like after 6 houses, so the women have more time to collect all the reed and turn it into thatch. But for now it's fine. We have plenty of time yet to start finishing this building. We need 470 more. Still thatch coming in, so that's okay. And they still have a lot of building to do, which they can do because, well, they have all the materials to continue building, so let's not worry about it. Here comes another batch of thatch. Women are still gathering reed, so yeah, that's working. Really want this farm done so we can place the fields. Then we know which areas will be used for that. And we can start planning our city around that. And what we can do, of course, is build a few extra houses already here, because we know this is the area where we will be building. That means that after this we have 3 extra houses to host, I don't know, to house immigrants. And that'll be good. Alright, all resources are collected. All we need to do now is wait. Alright, we need a manager. And a few women in there, of course. Well, it's very tempting to pause the game right now, of course, but why do that? Because that won't do you any good. It will still take a lot of time. Alright. We can start somewhere here, I guess, to have, yeah, 50 units. Alright, so we'll do it like this. We'll make big fields, of course. You know that if you watched some of my other videos. I always get the biggest possible fields. That just works for me. Alright, 50, 50, 50. Perfect. Let's add another field. Let's see. Can we fit one more in here? Probably have to get rid of this well first. So the other 2 are done. So let's demolish this one. And then we should be able to build the second field. And after that we need a third. Which we can probably... Is this 50? No. We need to make sure that we reach 50. Alright, that's right here. Perfect. So remember, this is probably just a temporary farm because we need this space. Alright, let's see. 50, 50, 50. Right there. I think I'm going to move that up. Let's get rid of this first. Alright, winter starts, so we still have plenty of time. We can already add a few fields there. Alright. I'm gonna go with buckwheat and potato, because both don't need anything else. If you go with wheat, you will also need mills, for instance. I'm not ready yet to build those kind of buildings, especially not with the limited amount of labor we have available. Alright, let's add another field. Place is occupied with what? A resource stack. Okay, well, let's get rid of that. Can we? Make empty, really make empty. I don't know where they're going to store it, probably in here, I guess. But I really want this out because I want that field there. My carts are wearing out. Yeah, we should probably get the carpenter first and then build the 2 wagon sheds. How are they doing here? Well, they need extras, wood and clay, so that's good. Still want this to go though. Alright, well, we have plenty of time, nothing to worry about. This looks really good. Then we can manage our economy. So we do have a working town right now. We are almost ready to do some farming the next year. We have 9 houses, all the most important buildings we have. I'm going to get rid of a few of these because, well, they need to fill out these. Alright, that's gone. So let's start adding another field again. See if we can right now. Yeah, we can. Perfect. 50, 50, 50. Alright, this is fine. Well, we need then potatoes, fallow, and buckwheat. This should do the trick. We should activate all fields. So next spring they can start working. This is fine for now. Just we'll get everyone out. Doesn't really matter. As soon as spring comes, we'll put everyone in there. Right now it's okay. We still have plenty of charcoal. They're still busy here. That's good. This is coming along nicely. It's halfway done. First building really near to the river. On a nice spot. Probably could have placed it a little bit closer to the river, but now they can really walk here, so that's fine as well. We have 2 of these water wells, so we should have plenty of water for the city. I always keep like 5 or 6 homes with one of those wells, so make sure that you have plenty, because otherwise you might run out of drinking water, and that can be a real problem. Alright, it's January. I think, yeah, they can still use the carts, but soon enough they'll break down. They can't use them anymore. So the next building really should be the carpenter. But here it is, coming along nicely. So the next thing will be to manage the economy. Now, you know how I always do that. Just lower the wages. Set this up to something like 20 and 10. That's really how we do that. Market prices 10%, purchase from villages 90%. Well, we should make that also 10%. Village rent, well, we'll keep those, that's fine. That way we have a very small economy and we can last very long with this little amount of money. So this should work. Alright, that's done. So now we can either think about starting to get a trading post, start trading for some food, and then obviously attract a lot of immigrants, or we are going to start working on producing our own food and then attracting immigrants. I'm not yet sure. So I give myself some time for this. Put 2 people in there as well, so we'll get rid of 2 builders. We don't really need those buildings now. Yeah, let's perform preemptive repairs. And I want to get rid of these carts, or at least put them in this building. There you go, we'll build an extra one. Because then we can get rid of this small building, and of course I also want to get rid of this one at some point. Alright, this is gone, so let's clear it. It's half February, 2 cart parkings are done, so let's build a few extra carts. So we have plenty of carts. And, well, everything is set up. We are ready to start freshly in the new year. And this is also a good moment to end this episode, so I'll pause the game. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please just give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. If you have anything you want to see in this series, so see me build somewhere, see me build a specific building, or want to try out something, just let me know. I'll think about it. And if you have any other comments, please leave them in the comment section. I'll respond to it. And I hope to see you in another video. Thank you very much. Bye bye.